So after an insane haul during the early signing period, we had wondered during the live streams what moves Alabama could make in the transfer portal. And there was one position group that I thought Alabama could look to address via the portal, the tight end room. And that is exactly what Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide have done today. We need to talk about Nick Saban and Alabama getting in a big win for a tight end, CJ Dippre from Maryland. We need to talk about why this is big for Alabama and everything in between. But before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, give me a Y for yes, N for no. Are you excited that Dippre joins Alabama? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it, and if you enjoyed the content, be sure to like and comment down below as those interactions are massive. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And this is something we talked about at length, wondering where Alabama and Nick Saban could go in the transfer portal because of the haul they just got in recruiting. I had remained adamant that there was only one position group that I thought Alabama could address in the transfer portal, and that was the tight end room. And I need to be very forthright here. I like a lot of the tight end depth Alabama has. I thought they addressed it very well in recruiting last cycle. I think Amari Nablack is going to be a straight-up mismatch for teams in the future. But one thing we talk about at length here on the channel, and for those of you that are frequent viewers, you've probably heard me say this so many times, you're quite frankly sick of it, but I'm going to say it again. If you are having a new offense being broken in, a new quarterback coming into a situation, there's almost no easier way to generate efficient, easy offense than great running back play and great tight end play for your new quarterback. Well, guess what? Bryce Young is going to be hitting the NFL draft this year. Though he hasn't officially announced it, I think that would be the biggest shock in college football in years if he announced he's coming back next year. He's going to be a top 5 pick in the draft by all conventional wisdom. He's had an incredible career at Alabama, and I think everybody expects him to go make that jump, and deservedly so. He has been sensational. But for the future of Alabama, I think it makes complete sense to go and get a guy that has experience at this tight end position, because though I think the ceiling is really high on a lot of those guys Alabama got out of recruiting last cycle, they just don't have experience. And because Cameron Latou is no longer going to be there, he was a big part of this offense. His experience was really positive for that unit last year. I'm really interested to see what they do at Dippre, but I'm also really interested to see how they make sure they utilize Danny Lewis, to see how they make sure they utilize Amari Nablack. So I'm really hopeful that we get to see them utilized this season and see them make an impact. But there is no doubt, this is a huge win for the Crimson Tide. CJ Dippre is someone who stands 6'5", 260 pounds, and is from the land of Dunder Mifflin in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's someone who Maryland utilized well. I don't think he had the usage that many people would have expected, only 30 receptions, but he averaged over 10 yards per reception. He had 3 touchdowns. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how he's utilized in Alabama's offense, but like I keep saying, you have a new quarterback, great tight end play, great running back play, can be that new quarterback's best friend. And that's exactly what Alabama looks like they're trying to do. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you're thinking about this edition. That's it. See ya.